So tell us about circles. We're going to play that here in a few moments.
Yes. So circles came about. I had sat down with my producer, Bardo, and I actually had really wanted to work with him for a while, and we just kept missing each other. And finally we got together, and at that point, I was doing what I call 30 and 30. So I was playing 30 shows in 30 days.
Oh, wow.
Which ended up being 48 shows in 50 days, which was just a crazy journey. So needless to say, he asked me if I wanted to do a session, and I was like, I am so creatively exhausted.
Yeah.
I just don't want to do it. But we had missed each other so much. I was like, you know what? I'm going to bite the bullet. I'm going to do it. Hopefully something from the underwells of Earth will come forward and let me be creative. And so then we linked up, and I just laid down this guitar part, and he kind of distorted it and done all these weird things to it. And I was like, that sounds really dope. And then I just started singing melodies, and I kept singing circles. And so I was like, okay, why am I singing that? And at the time, I just was kind of feeling like an outsider in LA. You know, I just moved back, and even though I'm from here originally, it was like, it felt like I was starting over. Like I didn't understand the culture anymore, or I would meet up with people, and I would simply ask about their life. Like, oh, I saw you're on tour or whatever. And I started realizing people were treating me more like a fan than like a fellow. You know, it's like, oh, this girl's asking about my life. She must be a fan. And I'm like, no, I'm just a person that cares about the people that I am around, right? Because I want to know about your life. So I started feeling kind of like an outsider, and just kind of felt like, man, like these people are making me feel like you can't sit with us, you know, like Mean Girls. And so I kind of had enough about that. The way I process things, especially through music, is more on the angry or angsty side. So I kind of was like, man, screw y'all. Like you guys are all in a circle, but I don't even fit in your shape. Like I'm something else. Like I've even made the joke recently, like I'm not even a circle. Like I'm a diamond. Like I don't, you know what I mean? Like I'm something completely different.
Like stop putting you in a box because you're in a yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, you guys are just a basic circle with no sides. Like I got a bunch of sides, you know. And I started making jokes like that, but yeah, it just came from being an outsider. Everybody's been like that.
Your diamond will poke holes in their balloons.
Right. Yeah. See, it's developing into more and more things, which I love. But yeah, it just came from feeling like, you know, I'm not in the in crowd, which is kind of how I felt most of my life. I always felt like I was, you know, I wasn't girly enough, or I wasn't, I was too ambitious, or I was too loud. You know, there was just all these things, and I've kind of always felt like a little bit of an outsider, and Circles was kind of just the culmination of that, of, you know what, screw you guys and your circles of friends. Like, I'm going to do my own thing and just be myself, and I'll find the people that feel the same, you know?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I get it. I totally. You're like. I'm sending you telepathic messages of my life, and you're just spouting it out.
Yes. Yes, kindred souls. It's actually been really funny how so many people have been like, this is exactly how I feel all the time. And I'm like, thank God. It makes me feel less alone. You know what I mean? It's
Duh.
I don't know, like sometimes you write songs and you're like, man, I'm probably the only one that feels this way. And the beauty about music is, it's like when you release it, people are like, I feel like this all the time. And you're like, thank God somebody else feels like I do, because now I feel less alone about it.
Okay, let's stop with the misery loves company, girlfriend.
Right.
Well, Geena, we are going to play Circles. I appreciate you joining us today, and I definitely want to have you back when we have a little bit more time. Yes. And thanks for doing this, my friend.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it, guys, and thanks for showing Circles some love. I really am so thankful. I couldn't do any of this without people like you and just the people who are listening to my stuff and streaming my music. I'm unbelievably grateful.
Fantastic.
Thanks,
well, thank you, Geena.
Absolutely.
And Jay, I'll be back with you after we play the video. And it is Circles, and it's here on the Sunday radio broadcast.
Your words go round and round you never really wanna do the right thing. You just run around town with your bad things. Yeah, you told me everything you did. You're always running in your circles, babe, but I don't really fit in your shape. I always watch you go round and round and up and down, but it's all fake. You're always running in your I ate up all the words you said. You spit them out like it's a trend. But you don't wanna do the right thing. You only care about what they see. And I guess it's kinda crazy, 'cause all they ever do is run the same. Always running in your circles, babe, but I don't really fit in your shape. Always watch you go round and round and up and down, but it's all fake. You're always running in your you go round and round and up and down, but it's all fake. You're always running in your
Okay, that is Geena Fontella, and that is Circles. And we are going to take a brief time out here, and